Hi, happy holidays, Middle Country patrons. I am here with a very exciting another take and make. So today I'm going to show you how to make the greeting card holder, and this is what it's going to look like. You probably saw in the picture some of your directions, the same image I'm going to show you today, but this is a really great project to hang all your greeting cards. It's definitely something you could use all year long and switch out the vinyl snowflakes or cover them up with something else. So it's definitely something you could have up all year or just use it for the holiday season. So let me go ahead and go through what came in your Take and Make bag and how to put this together. So the first thing you got was this awesome 26-inch multi-shade wood plaque here. And I really like this. It has all different colors. It'll probably pretty much go with any decor that you have. You also got rope. So I gave you a nice thick rope that you could easily hang cards from. You got a bunch of clothespins, probably more than you need. So I think I gave you 15. So it's probably more than you can hang, but if you need to hang, some little things as well, you want to put like little pictures or something, you certainly have enough to do so, or you can decorate them different to use for different seasons. You also got these vinyl snowflakes here. So there are 3 of them here, and they're 3 different sizes. You got a piece of a transfer tape. This is to transfer the vinyl stickers to your board. So this is reusable, so you certainly have enough to do these 3 snowflakes. So that's what it came with. So to complete this project, you are gonna need a hot glue gun for sure. So I have mine heating up, ready to go, and some extra glue sticks. So go ahead and plug in your hot glue gun, get that ready. And if you want to decorate your clothespins, you are gonna need either paint, glitter, glue, markers, whatever. I'm gonna show you different techniques, but whatever you wanna use to decorate your clothespins, you'll need that as well. If you don't want to decorate them and you just kind of want like a natural look, then you're all set. You don't need to do that step. So this could be a nice simple project. If you have kids at home, the clothespins are fun to decorate with them. So whatever you choose to do. So let me start by showing you some ideas of how to decorate your clothespins, and then I'll show you how to construct the board. So the first thing I did is I just did a couple examples. So these are just decorated with some Sharpies. So what I did is I did 2 different designs here. I took my marker and I just did some polka dots. So that's nice and easy. So just little polka dots. Simple, but they add a pop of color. Let me go ahead. I'm just gonna move my camera a little bit closer for this part. Okay. Boop. So again, if you want to do some polka dots, you just go ahead, use a Sharpie, and do that. So I did some red, and you could do some other colors if you wanted. So that's nice and simple. So another thing that I did is I just did some stripes. So I just did red and green stripes. So that was simple. You kind of just go over it. So you can certainly do any designs with Sharpies. So that's a nice thing if you don't want to get out paint and all that. Now you could certainly paint these any color you want to decorate your house. So that's another thing. And then you'll let them dry. So another thing that I think is really fun to do is to do some glitter. So you can see these ones I already did. Nice sparkle to them. Add some sparkle to this project. So I did these beforehand, but let me just show you what I did nice and simple. So whenever I use glitter, I try to use a bin because then it avoids it getting everywhere. So I have this nice little bin set up And I have a foam brush here. And all I did was just very little glue, because the glitter is nice and light, so it sticks pretty easily. I covered just the top part, like that, a nice thin layer, and I just stuck it into the glitter. So that's kind of fun. So whatever color glitter you want. I used a white glitter, so you probably can't see it that great, but that's what I did. So just adds like a little sparkle, kind of reminds me of snow, that sort of thing. So you can definitely add some sparkle and shine to this project by doing that. So that's how I do my glitter in the bin, which makes it nice and easy. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you how to do are the snowflakes. So you can see here, it's white. And they're a little hard to see, but if you just look, you'll definitely see them. They're 3 different sizes. And the snowflakes are nice and easy to remove. If you've done some of the other projects with me, when you have words and things like that, they're a lot harder. So this one's gonna be pretty simple. So you'll just wanna remove the negative vinyl to it. So just go ahead and do that. And just takes a moment. So the 3 snowflakes are all the same design. So you can kind of look on your sheet and see what they look like. Okay. And then just use your scissors, and I would just separate the 3 snowflakes just so it's a little bit easier to put them on. So here's my big one. So it's about that size. All right, here's the medium-sized one. That one's done now. And then the small one. So you just gotta remove the outer part, the negative pieces, as we call it. And this one got a little stuck. Okay, and that one's ready to go. And what you're gonna do is decide where you're gonna put them, and you're gonna use your transfer tape. You put it over the snowflake, and then use some sort of card you have around or the end of your scissors, and make sure the vinyl is adhered to the tape. And then you take it off. If one end gets stuck, kind of just go for the other angle. And then once you have it on here, you're just gonna go ahead and place it wherever you'd like it. So you can see I'm gonna put this snowflake up top. Again, use something to make sure it comes off. And then from an angle, peel it off. And just do it nice and slow. If it doesn't come off, put it back on and have it come up. Okay. All right, let's do the medium-sized one. So you can see that looks nice. It's right on. I like how it looks on the darker pieces. Obviously you wouldn't want to put the white snowflake on the white. It's not going to really show up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this medium one down here. But you can put these wherever you think they'll look good. So think about it. And again, if it doesn't come up, don't force it, just put it back down. Use some sort of scraper, a credit card. I'm using the end of a foam brush. Cricut makes a bunch of different tools for using vinyl that you can certainly use something. But these snowflakes are easy, so they're not as difficult as some of the other things I've done. And I think I'm going to put my other little one just up top here. So that's the plan there. And I'm reusing the same piece of transfer tape. Okay, and there they are. So they're looking pretty good. That's just where I put them, but you can put them anywhere. So just go ahead and decide where you think they would look nice, and then you can do that. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is put your rope, your cord on here, the rope. So I give you a pretty long piece, so you'll have plenty to go back and forth. What you're gonna do is zigzag across the board, and you're gonna put the hot glue on the side, and you're gonna put a good amount because you're gonna have cards on here, so you wanna make sure it stays. If you find they're falling off, you could take a little nail and kind of nail the rope in too. So that's a choice as well. So if you think you're gonna have some heavy cards. But I have a pretty good glue gun here. It's a nice thick glue, so this tends to do really well. Okay, so you're gonna kind of just zigzag across. So I do start at the top here. So I found that to be good. And you can kind of look at the picture too. That'll give you a good indication of how I did it. And then I had like, you know, a 3x5 inch card. So it worked out nicely. So I tested this out already. So we're just gonna zigzag back and forth. So I'm gonna start at the top, and you are gonna kind of just put as much glue as you can without burning yourself and stick it on. Give it a second before you move along. If you have a popsicle stick or a craft stick, that's kind of nice because you can then press it against it to make sure it's nice and tight without burning yourself. So I always have a few of these around. They're very handy. And then just go ahead and do that. So now I'm kind of going across the side here, and don't do it too tight, but don't do it too loose. So give yourself a little slack so you have like some room to hang the cards. So just think about that. The first one I did, I thought about it for a long time, but now I kind of got a method here. And I'm gonna kind of just go right for like the second layer, just like an inch down. So that'll look good. And again, I'm gonna take that glue stick and just press it against it so it sticks. Give it a few seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna go across the white one and go about halfway down, giving myself a little bit of slack. And a decent amount of glue. Use the craft stick to make sure it sticks. Give it a few seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna go across the other side. I'm just pressing it in to make sure it sticks. Okay. Tablecloth was sticking to the project a little bit, which is no good. Okay, and now I'm going to go across the other side and then this side. So 2 more times. So I went across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So should be able to get about 10 cards on this. Now another thing you could use this for is pictures. So if you have like a bunch of pictures you like to display, this is great because you can kind of change them out as you get new ones or by season. So if you have like, you know, you want to just display different ones to rotate them, this would be a good thing to use. The vinyl that I gave you is removable. So it's not the permanent vinyl that Cricut makes, it's the removable one. So you could easily scrape off these stickers too. So you could use them just for a season and then switch them out. So that's an option as well. Okay, so if you have any extra cord left over, you can kind of just cut it. I'm just going back and reinforcing the glue a little bit since I am going to be hanging stuff from it. Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some of our clips on here. I have a couple cards. See what it looks like with my sparkly ones. I actually really am liking the sparkle clothespins. So they just add like an extra little shine to it. Let's see, so I'm clipping them on. So it's looking good. So you could definitely add some more embellishments. So if you had pine cones around or something else, you could definitely do that. You could decorate the board a little bit more. So if you think of any good ideas, you can certainly, I would love to see what you come up with on how you kind of personalize this and make it your own. You could definitely, if you have a vinyl sticker, you could definitely write something up here. You could write like happy holidays or whatever at the top if you wanted. You could put your last name on it or whatever, mail from family, or you know, a quote that you like. So you could definitely personalize this. So I'd love to see what you do with it. If you'd like to share it with me, My email is on your directions, so it's gagliardiamber@mcpllibrary.org. So you can certainly send me a picture, and if you do, I can post it on social media to let everybody else know what you did, or you could end up in our quarterly. On our new quarterly, you'll see some of our take and makes, and I used a picture that somebody sent, so that was a lot of fun. So definitely, if you'd like to share what you did, you can go ahead and email me. If not, just enjoy it for yourself, and I hope you like this. I think this plaque was just really great. I love the size of it, and I think it looks really nice, so I hope you like it as well. But I hope you have a great holiday season. I hope to see you soon for an in-person program, or stop by the reference desk and say hello. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me.